What's going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome to the channel. Before I get started, if this is your first time here and you find the content helpful, entertaining, or otherwise, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified when I come out with new videos. If you want to sign up to become an Uber driver and have a bonus guarantee automatically applied, sign up with that link in the description below. If you're an Uber driver and you forgot to do that when you first started driving, because let's face it, you didn't know anybody, so you never knew to use anyone's link or code, you might still be in luck, so follow those instructions in the description below and potentially have a bonus retroactively applied today. Now, today's video, guys, I'm going to talk about don't risk getting deactivated for taking unaccompanied minors, okay? Yep, I said it. Stop doing it. I don't know about you, but I am so tired of hearing the last driver let us do it. You know what I'm saying? The last driver didn't have an issue. I tipped him $20 in the app. Yeah, right, okay? Don't buy that bogus BS that they're selling, because that's exactly what it is. It's BS. And don't you think for a second that if something bad was to happen, that they're not going to be trying to come after you, okay? So try to use a little common sense on that. Now, as you can see by this thumbnail here, drivers don't always have the privilege of knowing what's about to go down, okay? Most of the time, we get a ping, tells us, you know, some crazy name most of the time. We go to the location, and we have to wait for that person to come out to actually converse with them. And please, let me remind people that when you pull up to somebody, make sure those doors are locked. All right, doors need to be locked. Crack your window down. Say, are you waiting on an Uber or Lyft? You know, whatever they ordered. They say yes. You say, can I have your driver's name? And then they tell you your name, and you go from there. Ask how many are in their party. Always get all the questions you need to know beforehand. As you can see by the thumbnail, and if you can't, it's right here. This driver actually had the a heads up, as you could say. The simple fact of it says, hi, are you able to take my son to high school? The last time I ordered Uber, you came to my house but refused to take him. If you're not going to take him, can you please cancel so I can call a different Uber? Thanks. Now, that right there, you just can't fix stupid, right? You just really can't. You can only smack-a-bitch it. That's about as far as it goes. Common sense isn't that common anymore, as you can plainly see. So this passenger, parent, whatever you want to call it, already knows they're not supposed to be letting their unaccompanied minor travel with a driver. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a parent of 4, and I wouldn't be sending my 6-year-old or my 16-year-old with somebody else, okay? It's called responsibility. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there forget what that is, but if my kid's got to go somewhere, go to school in this case, well, guess what? That means I'm going to have to take them, you know what I'm saying, or my wife. But under no circumstances would I call a completely random stranger to pick up one of my kids. And you guys all remember the whole say my name, and everything else. Make sure we have the correct driver and everything, right? Those same people are the same ones that the next day will be like, oh, okay, you want to take my kid? Like, what the? Yeah. That just blows my mind right there. And this driver at least was smart and says, if he's not 18, no, I cannot. Okay, you know, simple, to the point, right? This is exactly how you should go. And then she said, okay, well, he's 16, so please cancel if you're not going to take him. That's a negative ghostwriter, all right? If you're wasting my time because I started driving there or anything else, well, I'm going to get compensated for that. And of course, and then you're sitting there telling me you're going to go ahead and turn around and order another Uber. So that means, hey, at least if I'm going to get my cancellation fee, maybe that'll help teach you to stop doing this. Because I sure hope if the driver prior to this obviously told her that, you know, they're not going to take the kid. And now the driver currently is telling you not. You see a pattern here, guys? Okay, for all the riders out there, parents that want to sit there and send their kids, you see a pattern here? Drivers are telling you no, even though there are drivers that will do it. Most of us know you're not supposed to do this, okay? So you'd like to think that maybe this person would eventually get the hit. So the only way I think they're going to drill that in their head is the simple fact of make them get charged for it. Stop wasting our time, you know, stop wasting your time And the time you're sitting there waiting and trying to order all these rides, you could have already taken your kid to school. I mean, that's what I would think. I mean, unless you don't got a vehicle, well, then you better get the bus schedule, call a cab. You know what I mean? Phone a friend. I don't give a damn. But then the driver says, I can't cancel because it goes against my rating. Man, please cancel it. Which, your cancellation rate, you will get hit on that. And for those people that like their Uber Pro and everything, that's a big deal. And, of course, passengers don't care, just like they don't care for the simple fact of they're trying to have you take their kid. You think they care about your rating? That's a negative Ghost Rider. They don't care at all whatsoever. It says, you have to cancel if you are the one refusing to take my son. No. I'm refusing because I'm not supposed to. You shouldn't be ordering them. Okay? I strongly believe if Uber and Lyft made all passengers provide their real names and everything on there, and people ordering third rides, because this is what this is, a third-party ride, person trying to order it for their kid, you know what I'm saying? If they made all those people have to update their actual license or something like that, or ID, because, not everyone does drive, then they would know, and they have to be authorized to use your account, then they'd automatically know you're under 18, and it would just say, denied, cannot complete, process. And again, it says, hello. It says, you have to cancel if you're the one refusing to take my son because I'm not trying to cancel. You are, and I'm getting charged $5 because you won't take my son. Okay? That's not my problem. All right? Passengers' problems are not... A problem with a rider doesn't make an emergency for a driver. Okay? It just doesn't. I don't know who told them that does, what handbook or article they read, but it just does not. And it says, so now you must cancel because you are the one not wanting to give the ride. And then I guess the driver, ignored her or whatever. You can see it right here. It says, hello, you are interfering with me getting my son to school. I'm reporting you. So now they're going to threaten you because you won't cancel and you won't take the kid. You know what I'm saying? So since they're not getting what they want and you're not breaking the rules for them so they can, feel special. Now they're going to sit there and threaten to report you, which is total bogus BS. And don't you think for a second, guys, that if you did somehow take this ride and anything didn't go wrong, that you still wouldn't get reported on. And then you'd end up getting something like this. Or even maybe something like this. Which we all know will ultimately end up with you getting this. And then, I don't care how many times they say they're going to do this. Just know the simple fact of anything they say after those, in the beginning or anything like that, it's all going to end the same way, guys. So it's really, really not worth it. And then the last line here, it says, do not come to my house anymore. Okay, so some people are even stupid enough to think that it's always the same driver coming to sit there and tell them no. And at the same time, I am so glad that more drivers are saying, no, don't do this. Maybe eventually everyone will. And then we won't have to deal with idiots continuing to request rides to take their kids. All right? We are not your babysitters. Okay? They do not pay us enough for that crap. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit there and have any minor at all in my vehicle. Kids can lie and anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to say you did this or did that, or you said something inappropriate. Okay, you don't want to deal with any of that at all. So even having a dash cam, that's definitely when you want to have a dash cam. But you shouldn't have them in your car anyway. All right, your best bet is to just say no, wait 5, cancel, collect, and drive. And like I said, even if they're sitting out, don't come to my house and everything else, well, you keep driving that direction until they cancel. And right after that, please make sure you report them to Uber or Lyft. Sit there and say that they were trying to have you take an unaccompanied minor. All right, because I guarantee you, if Uber and Lyft penalized them, like made them try to, pay something like $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 every time they try to do something like this and deactivate those accounts, maybe passengers would get the point. Maybe they would. Maybe parents would wise up. I don't know. All I know is I am tired of this happening and drivers having to deal with this, and then us having to go through the headache of explaining it to another person of why we can't take them. All right? Every time a rider should open the app, it should just flat out say, if this ride is for a minor, it cannot happen. Something, some kind of warning, anything. Okay? And please, drivers that are out there that are not doing this, I give you a thumbs up. Those ones that are, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you risking it? It's not worth the risk, okay? It's really not. I don't like to say no to money either, but sometimes money ain't everything, and the risk for the reward on that is not worth it. It really isn't, guys. But all right, as always, check the description below for extra information and tips. Keep doing your thing. Get your money. Please use common sense. And until next time, guys, Uber on or don't. Peace out.